34-year-old Novlene Williams-Mills was born the seventh of 9 children and raised in St Anne's Parish, Jamaica. Initially a netball player, she was soon lured to track and field. When she moved to the United States to study at the University of Florida, Novlene began to take her athletics more seriously.
Pretty much in college, I made my first World Championship team 2003, my first Olympic team in 2004. That was my last year in college. So after that, I was like, okay, if I can make the Jamaica team and be competitive with these athletes that, you know, have been competing for years and have been doing it as their job, why not take a shot at it?
Novlene returned from her Olympic debut in 2004 with a bronze medal in the 4x400 metres relay. Residing in Clermont, Florida, she began to establish herself as one of the world's leading quarter-milers, winning a medal at every major championship from 2004 to 2012. However, it was in the build-up to the 2012 London Olympics that she received some news that would turn her life upside down.
All of a sudden, you get this, you know, wrenching news, you know, you got breast cancer. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? You know, for me, it's like, you know, a stab in the back, because I'm like, you know, you go to all these people tell you what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to eat and all of that stuff. But I'm like, I've done all of that, but it's, you know, it still didn't matter to me. You know, cancer didn't matter who I was.
What's up, Neely? What's up?
Novlene was diagnosed with cancer after discovering a lump in her breast. Her mother had battled the disease and she lost her older sister to ovarian cancer in 2010. With her family living in Jamaica, she had her husband Jamil for support.
It was tough. We had to figure it out, and we knew that we couldn't let it hold us back. She was almost, it was right before national championships, and she was that week, like a week before, and she was ready to go down there, and it was like, is it even worth it? But we knew it wasn't gonna stop her, and she was gonna achieve her goal of making another Olympic team and going out there and winning a medal.
Only a week after her diagnosis, Novlene composed herself enough to secure victory at the Jamaican Olympic trials. Following a consultation with her doctor, it was agreed that she could take her place on the Olympic team for the London Games on the condition that she returned for surgery immediately afterwards.
Just being around like my teammates and friends, you know, I'll be fine. You know, I go to practice, I'll be fine, I have conversation, but it was like when I'm by myself, like, you know, I gotta go take a shower and stuff. I'll stay so long in the shower just crying because I was like, you know, I still can't believe, you know. So for me, it was more like when I'm alone or I go to sleep at night and, you know, I wake up and I'm still tired because I don't sleep 3/4 of the night. I'm just thinking of, you know, I gotta go back home for surgery. What life gonna be like, you know? How am I gonna recover?
Following her lumpectomy just days after the Games finished, the results came back as inconclusive. Her doctor recommended a double mastectomy.
Just going home, you know, thinking about the pros and the cons of everything, you know, I was like, I can't put my family through this. I can't put people through going through another surgery, and, you know, maybe a couple of years later, I still, you know, that fear, that worry of, you know, when is it gonna come back? Is it gonna come back? So if I can eliminate my chance of it coming back from maybe a 99% to a 3%, I'm like, at the end of the day, I can't be selfish. I can't think about myself alone. I gotta think about all these people that I have in my life.
The after effects of the double mastectomy left Novlene incapable of completing the most mundane of tasks. She had to ask friends and family to do her hair, make her food, and brush her teeth. Part of the small support network she relied upon included American sprinter and close friend Justin Gatlin.
We talk every day. Every day. Even if we don't see each other, you know, we talk through the phone, we talk through text message every day. If I don't talk to her every day, then she gets upset. She's like, why you talk to me today?
She just trying to find out if I die at practice. What do I have for practice?
I have to tell him some gossip.
She needed somebody, to help her go to appointments. When she found out that she had cancer, I didn't hesitate at all. I was like, all right, I'll be there. Tell me what time we gotta go. I'll sit and wait, whatever we gotta do. And she wanted no one to know, so I didn't tell anybody.
150, 100, 100.
Following further surgery in January 2013, Novlene resumed training with the hope of making another Jamaican team. At the national championships that year, she surprised even herself by winning the title.
For me, it was so emotional because for me, I was like, I've done it. I've done it. Like, with everything that was pretty much against me, I have come back and I've made another Jamaica team. Not even just made the team, but, win the championship. So for me, it was pretty emotional.
Having kept her cancer battle secret from most people, Novlene was eventually persuaded by her family and friends to go public with her story in July 2013. She was overwhelmed with messages of support from many affected by the disease.
And I think when everyone found out what she did and her story came out, she still was a little nervous and apprehensive about it because she's a private person. But I was like, you gotta let the world know, because there's people in your situation that will never understand that. Like, they want to be inspired by, how brave she was. Not just how hard she worked, but how brave she was. And I think that she touched a lot of people with that.
The inspiration Novlene took from the messages of goodwill spurred her on to win the Diamond League trophy in 2014. Despite suffering a serious thyroid infection the following year, it didn't prevent her winning her first global title. On the final leg of the 4x400 meters relay at the 2015 World Championships, Novlene overtook the American team in the closing stages of the race to clinch a shock victory for Jamaica.
I didn't see how the other teammates then were behaving, with me crossing the line. I see they were all jumping. I was like, y'all are crazy. But, I think Jamaica haven't won a world championship 4x4 in, I think, 14 years. So for me to be a part of that moment and to, see the smile on my teammate's face and to be like, you know what, in spite of everything, somehow I have keep falling into these relays to, so for me, it was a great feeling. I think that was one of the things that really helped me so much. I know it was a whole different fight I had to put out. I know it was a whole different race I had to run, but, I have to take that fighting spirit. I gotta pretend like that was a race. I gotta pretend like those were, cancer was my competitor. And that day, I was gonna win at whatever cost.
Good job.